Hey, people, we are here. We're back. Sorry for the long wait. I've been trying to get things together, man. Shout out to my subscribers on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Please hit that like, comment, subscribe button on the way in. Hit the notification bell. Share the video. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Let me put these comments on the board. Let me see if I can show them on here. I will hide them for now. Anyway, we here. You already see what it say. Verbalize. We want to get right into it. For those of you who haven't voted, please go into my community board and vote. I'm doing a battle rap diss track playoff bracket. I got all the hottest videos. All the hottest diss tracks up there. We're trying to get this started. I just put out Jay Mill's best song that's going to represent him in the playoff bracket. That's the last post that I put. I'm going to throw up everybody else's diss tracks. We're going to pick out of the best songs to see which one is going to represent them. So please, guys, go to the community board and post and vote for whoever you think that deserves that that shot, and then we're going to have some commentary, man. Battle rap diss track. I'm going to put it up in here. And battle rap. I'm just putting it up in here. Yeah, and without further ado, we here. Mickey Fax has put out his plague, 7-day plague, and we're gonna go through it. I'm not gonna stop it too much because I want to really get into. I'm not gonna stop it too much because I really want to let him get his shit off. You know what I mean? We're gonna probably stop it if we hear some crazy bars. But without further ado, I want to get this out the way. I got to go pick up my wife from the train. I know how I do. We here, but Verb, I gotta talk to you in a little while, man. We gotta talk, man. But anyway, Mickey Fax is on you. Let's get it. Yo, shout out to the subscribers, man. Let's get it.
This ain't even take me a long time. It's like, I think like 3 days of work or something like that. I was doing taxes in the middle of that shit. Sending out 1099s and everything. Not paying taxes, but for my employees, nigga.
Who we got in the chat?
Dead,
hey, this
bruh.
Mickey Fax.
You sent True 4500 to do a dummy mission. You should have treated him to brunch cause his stomach twisted. We waited day and night, he had Kid Cudi with him. What a victim foe, should have never trusted your buddy sister. Wait, nigga, you got a drug addiction? I see some subtle symptoms. It's fucking up your rhythm, something vicious. I'm Bud Spencer mixed with Sonny Liston. Every punch is vivid, uppercut his wisdom tooth into his head. Should I become a brain surgeon or a fucking dentist? You telling the truth is like pulling teeth with some cutting scissors. And your dumb decisions, stretch him and blast him. Cops say what happened, he told me to text him and ask him. I don't care about chastised, he's getting chastised. Give him black eyes like the last guy, then get him baptized by a rabbi. I tore a soul cause of that cash prize. That shit Pelage you got getting capsized. I'm that vibe, franchise player who can't die and stand tall. This nigga stand by like he can't fly. When you battled SB in the streets for your damn pride, I was out in Asia trying to read a Japan sign. The passport stand dry, 22-hour flight. Can't compare our life, mine is Twin Tower height. I get my flowers from my peers, you just get your flower white. The powder might get them empowered, dude, that's the coward type. Here's the power strike. Reroute your sight, have you blind. Now you can see what your web browser like. I was like, take one for Mike. Now I got a school, I'm living that doobie howser like. You looking sick around your face. You okay? How's your life? That's why you start a space every time you down to fight. Nobody can crowd the space when you start shouting right. Your numbers ain't out of space, you barely get 1,000 likes. Well, heck you did, but the comments off, that sounded right. The people had you mad as hell, called them bots, you not as bright. Engagement through the argument would have the views out of sight, but each and in depth, here's sound advice. I just told you hype videos was about to spike. You said I'm lying and Mills buying a lot of light. Then you drop, now it all matters because you charting right. We not alike. This nigga happy about a drop of hype. Mills is on Billboard, my name is on artist hit records like real songs. Your name is on battle rap matches where you still lost. You never had a deal, dog. Your career on, I feel for him. I'm about to make a film on him. I'm a beat verb. This is just the proverb. Nobody wanna be verb, nobody wanna adverb, nobody wanna see verb. Cisco Chamber calling it ripped into the mall. This was pre-verb, along with belts and cheap cologne. He about to be curved. This is what you deserve, nigga. I was disturbed. You mixing coke with ecstasy. That's why you think you emerge. I pull up to the spot in a clean fur. The freaks purr. Warrior who was an elite spur. I'm Steve Kerr. Use an accent for my rants. You think you weaker? With a noun or a pronoun? 'Cause he's her.
Hold on. Why is it just skip like that? Why did it just skip like that? Nah, so that's verbalized. Did that just skip? Did it just
to the spot in the clean fur? The freaks purr. Warrior who was an elite spur. I'm Steve Kerr. Use an accent for my rants. You think you weaker? With a noun or a pronoun? 'Cause he's her.
All right, that was Mickey Facts with verbalizer. So the word verbalizer, I guess he just used if you notice at the end of the scheme, he used verb name and just used his name in different references. And then he went into the whole language that the St. Louis, that has that St. Louis accent to it. Elite spur, Steve Kerr, he, her, you know what I mean? So I see this verb, this one was about him just barring him to death. But he gonna put out 7 diss tracks. He already put out 3. So we here. So we're gonna go right into the next one, guys. We're gonna go right into the next one. We're not gonna sit here and sugarcoat anything. So that one he was barring him to death.
This ain't even take me along.
Come on. I'm trying to go back to so we got verbalized. Now we got Shutter Island, right? Now we're gonna get into Shutter Island. Let's get it, y'all. So this is Plague 2 of the A Verb diss track Shutter Island. So let's get it. I have some commentary at the end, right?
A man who lies to the world is a liar.
Because I'm kind of late.
A man who lies to himself built an island.
Everybody, this is Shutter Island.
And crowns himself God of it.
While I was packing up this funeral, I came to the conclusion that nigga Chaz is delusional, so sad and unusual. Nigga base his whole life track stacking the numeral and how many views you do. Wow, that shit is juvenile. Comparing numbers like an accountant that stare at numbers. I can hear you suffering. Verb don't understand how the internet function. He carves a narrative under the real comparative substance. It's a scary consumption, arrogant sucker with the weirdest assumption that some of us believes is character judgment. There is reluctance, but I'm really disgusted. And
hold on. I gotta give you context. What up, Joe? Yo, Joe, what up, baby? What up, big dog? All right, I gotta give y'all context. So this one is Shutter Island. This is Mickey Facts getting that verb, just trying to explain how delusional he is. If you guys are in tune with Shutter Island, that's what that kind of movie was about, him being delusional, seeing different things. But the play on words is A Verb name. He called himself the Island God, right? I want y'all to really sit on that. Pause. Damn, that's crazy. He's called himself the Island God. So this is called Shutter Island. A Verb diss. Now let's hear it. Go ahead,
fear at this juncture, the inside is outwardly starting to appear through the punctures, creating worlds in his mind like God from inception. It's his job, the deception of a man in front of 200 stands with start calling himself God is deflected. Truth is, he moving state to state, horrible tenant. Look, it screams no stability. A voice without a face is a ghost with a whole stability. He did an interview, I was close.
A ghost without a face is a host with no stability. That's nasty.
To devoting energy to ask him if he needed some help.
Nice.
Under his hat was already visibly not combed, literally, but he's saying he bought a Corvette. But why are you still targeting the sponsors? Jared McCoy was funding community. You said some slick shit like a vulture. Foolishly, he's gone. Shit is all over. Do to you stupidly. ARP gave you the closure and did it ruthlessly. You said Shy Money was it came out on Tubi and performed bad, looking like a band for real. Word.
Broadband cut his internet
Damn,
off.
what happened to the boy Jazz? If we break it all down, tall task. Him and True should just do DoorDash. I saw a Polo video post. You got this shit is a just willing to cope with this. He make us laugh while sniffing or sipping the coke. He got a bar tag every year. Now you furious. You missed the whole day. Talking about mysterious people that never called you. The spaces is Shutter Island. Black woman, brother hate himself. That's why I gotta give an ass whipping. If DiCaprio hear this, who asked for the planned footprints?
All right. So that was Shutter Island, right? So now he got a third diss track, y'all. He got a third diss track called Ambach. We're gonna get in that. So the first video, it was more or less I'm boring you to death. The second video called Shutter Island, it was more of him dissecting who Verb is, like assassinating his character, like basically attacking his character and letting people know that he's delusional. Now, he just put out Ambach 3, and that's why we're here. And then we're gonna get off to it, and I'm gonna give my opinion, and then I'm out of here, y'all, because I gotta go. So here's Mickey Fax with the third diss track.
Really bigged up that little.
He's on a 7-day tour. He's on a 7-day tour to diss To Aye Verb, and it's called the 7-Day Plague. Monday he dropped one. Well, Sunday he dropped one. Monday he dropped two, and Tuesday here's the third one. We got 4 more to go, and already he's annihilating Verb, and we're gonna talk to Verb at the end. But for now, we're gonna get into Mickey Fax and let him get his little 15 minutes of fame here. So this is Mickey Fax with the Unbach diss, Plague 3 of the diss track of the 7-Day Plague. He is not playing with Verb. He's out here to destroy Verb. He said it. He's gonna put Verb down. We're gonna talk to Verb at the end.
He did on Hector.
We got some words for him.
Mickey, I really can't believe that they doubting the speech. The real Captain Lappin compete. Cradles on Olympus, nigga, climb up the mountain and see. I'm in his account for the week. Hands in his pockets like El Hajj Malik before he sadly was shot in the cheek. Nigga, I'm pushing back, turn Verb to an album release. Found in the creek, drowning in sleep. Cops find his body in teeth. Separated like the 60s when they had fountains to drink. Whites only. They needed a fine tooth comb to find homie. I brush it off like it's lights on me. I'm quite holy. Your life phony as a white pony with the hornet front. Chuck Norris punch. Fuck his organs up. Intestines, large, small, all of them. Liver, spleen, pancreas. Deliver these sages with bitter leaves. Burned at 1,000,000 degrees Celsius. Who said he was cold? Nigga, please. I'm more like Mr. Freeze at Anchorage. Listen, we bake. On the blood he sees on his little sleeve handkerchief. I'm all in his fake face, ignoring his safe space. I saw him brave hate. And all of this game, there ain't no scoring in game 8. I'm pouring this great paint all up in a face. I'm 10 in euro, that's a foreign exchange rate. With 2 different guys and you in the bind, you looking in a true villain's eyes. A few million lives on the line. Damn, notes and Dr. Doom just combined. Headshot, dude to survive with Bruce Willis, mind, Roberta Flack. Music is by his bedside. The doctor's room is survived. You'll get supplied with tubes in your side. Like, share, comment. You've been subscribed. The gloom in the sky, the moon drifted by. Feed you chicken, 2 legs and thighs. I need to see the finger waves going for 3 tracks in. Contra made a mold. Target haters showing for constipated flows. Took 50 days to drop. If I ain't start to make it known, it would have been more numbers than the confirmation code. Yeah, Gemini bitch, this shit this guy spit is really not sick. Plague days equal to 7, not 6. They think it's Mike Vick. What you say, you bring me nonsense, you bring in John Wick. Can't do like Vigil, nigga. Now look, they bring in John Wicks. I see the time tick and thumb down with the stone on the finger I pick. You talk about women, but think about dick. A king around myths, reading out books. I speak it out and really see the light shift. Your favorite fate. Jason Statham versus Jason Tatum. Based away. Nigga. Not so go.
Let me get into this. All right, so before I get up out of here, I want to just break down what just transforms of the 7 days. Ladies and gentlemen, Mickey Fax is on a tear, right? So the first diss track was him saying he's gonna bar him to death. The second diss track called Shutter Island, he was just exposing Verb's character. He was just attacking his character. And the third diss track, he just exposed how he can like just destroy him with bars. Like his bars are just hitting hard, and he referencing all different type of fighting movies and stuff like that. So he's referencing that with how hard his bars is hitting. So he's gonna beat him up with bars, basically. So he's basically just breaking A Verb down. So this 7-day plague is all about him breaking A Verb down to a science. And stay tuned for the next 4 videos because we got more to go. He's dropping a video a day, and he's gonna continue to diss A Verb. But here's me. This is my letter to A Verb. And I want you to take this from me as a fan, right? I'm writing this as a fan who has been outside long enough to know what real impact looked like. I saw the diss tracks from Mickey Fax and Jay Mills. I also saw the internet immediately turn silence into narratives. So I wanted to say this plainly. The people who really follow your career understand that you're responding isn't the same as running. You've already done what most rappers spend their whole lives trying to do: define lanes, raise the bar, and survive every era without compromising who you are. You've battled legends, survived rooms that weren't built for you, and still made a name for yourself, and it was unavoidable. That resume doesn't disappear because you didn't drop a rebuttal or a response. At the same time, I won't lie, as a fan, we know what your pen can do. And hearing your perspective is always something hip hop benefits from. Not because you owe anyone anything, but because when you do speak, it usually shifts the conversation instead of chasing it. Whether this was strategy, discipline, or simply not seeing value in engaging, that's your call, Verb. The ones who matter know your silence isn't weakness. It's selectiveness. And if you decide to step back in, it won't be because of pressure. It will be because you choose to. Just wanted you to know that some of us are counting on your response, and we're counting on your legacy. Respectfully, Mel Ross. I'm a fan, and I'm out. Convos in the Cave. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. You already know what to do. On the road to 2,000 subscribers, y'all. I'm out of here. Salute, Jose. Salute, my boy. We lit.